You said less than 1% of the plastic that gets recycled.
So you throw 100 water bottles in a recycle bin. You're lucky if one gets recycled.
Where does the 99 go?
Landfill or ocean.
Why?
Because the very issue is in how we do recycling currently. So current plastic recycling is called mechanical recycling. We're taking like one water bottle and turning it into another water bottle. The issue is it can't be contaminated, it can't be mixed with too many other type of plastics, and it only works on certain types of plastics. Because of course, nobody wants to assume a piece of plastic that is like dirty. It needs to be like new, almost virgin again. And so the issue in that lies in the fact that, let's take for example, a typical water bottle. It has 3 different types of plastic on. You have the water bottle body itself, that's polyethyl terephthalate. The wrap is polyethylene, that gives the label, then the cap is polypropylene. That's 3 different types of plastic, and when you're trying to mechanically recycle plastic, you can't just throw that whole water bottle into a machine. But somebody has to individually go in and separate each one of those individual plastics out and put those into their own respective areas. And then of course the bottle also has glue on it that, you know, wraps the label on. Right. Now that glue is an issue because that's contaminating when they're trying to make a fresh new piece of plastic. So you could see it becomes a logistical nightmare really quick. And we're not even talking about things like chip bags, which have plastic on the outside, aluminum liner on the inside, and then grease from whatever, you know, food was in there. Condiment containers, you know, like that never truly get cleaned out. And so the truth is, they don't really recycle. And when they do actually recycle, here's what happens. You can only recycle like a water bottle or a Coke bottle so many times. It's about 6 or 7 times. And then the plastic becomes so brittle and weak. The only thing you can do with it at that point is like make a rug out of it. A cheap plastic rug. And that cheap plastic rug, well, eventually that's going to get thrown away. What happens to that? It can't be recycled anymore. It reaches the end of life. So the very issue is in how the system has been set up. It's not a circular system. It's not true recycling. It's almost more of a band-aid. The issue is this. They don't recycle most of plastic. Recycling is a billion-dollar industry. Plastic recycling. Okay, why are they making billions of dollars if they're not actually recycling? Because they've been telling people for years, you know, pay this $30 a month, throw your plastic in the recycling bin, we'll recycle it. But they haven't been recycling it. They've been sending all this plastic to China. And China, I believe it's 2015. Well, first of all, they weren't really recycling it themselves. They don't even have environmental standards like that. But then in 2015, I believe China said, no, we're done taking your plastic. But now the recycling companies still had to keep off the lie. And they were really just throwing it away or sending it to other developing nations that would end up just either burning this plastic or throwing it in rivers, which ends up in the ocean.